You big all sus, yeah. I just doubled up on crypto. I just doubled down on the new vest. Now my chair looking like 2 checks. Type of money made me want a 2-step. Who next? This week I be on the moon next. Stock going up like 2x. That's a fast flip like suplex. 2 really stepping like a duplex. You bet never lose change, but I do flex on it.
Bitcoin on the daily chart is looking mega bullish. I mean, very, very bullish. Look at this parabola that I drew. It's containing the 2018-2019 bear market, also Cozy 19 and the FTX collapse, where it confirmed on the trend line multiple times before rocketing up and taking out its previous highs. It also got support on the 21 exponential moving average, pumped through, consolidated on, and pumped through the 200. That's very big. It also bounced off the 200 and popped out of the bear parabola. Now this trend line right here, you can see this, it represents the bear market, and it has popped through that. And looking back right here, you can see we actually confirmed it multiple times. Look at this daily candle close right here, and then popped through, and now it's trying to confirm above the bear trend line. It's a bad day to be a bear. Also, we have the early indicator. We have the baby golden cross. Okay, the 21 and the 200 are crossing. That has not happened since way back right here in Monday or Tuesday, 28th of December 2021. So that is very, very significant. I would say that this is the most perfect chart that I have ever seen, except we have bearish divergence. So all of these new highs right here from the initial impulse up, all of these new highs have been on lower relative strength, showing that the market is running out of steam. I believe it is going to turn over. I believe we're going to correct going into the FOMC meeting next Wednesday, where Jerome Powell is going to be hawkish and raise interest rates. Nobody knows what it's going to do to the market. Is it baked in, or is it going to panic the market? I think it depends on what Jerome Powell is actually going to say. If he raises by 25 basis points, that's fine. But if he comes out hawkish and stern, people are going to freak out and maybe sell back. Look, my other indicator is also flashing good. You can see the S&P 500 has broken out of its bear parabola. Now this trend has been good since we had topped in the market on Tuesday, the 4th of January, 2022. This trend line has held, and now it's taken out, and there's no denying it. There's no moving this trend line back and forth to try to make it fit and cheat it. It is broken out of it. The question is it going to confirm up here, or is it going to be the biggest, craziest fake out we have seen in this entire bear market? For the first time in 9 months, the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index ticks green. That's 9 months of extreme fear. It has been a painful bear market. Now, the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index is an algorithm that calculates how many bullish articles are listed versus how many bearish articles are listed. Oh no, is this a sell signal? I don't know. I think we're always greedy, even if we are in extreme fear. Now, this bear market was particularly a bad one. I've been calling it the crypto Stockholm syndrome. We have been trapped as hostages in this bear market, and right now might finally be the time to climb out. There is a big battle in Bitcoin today. There is $1.48 billion in Bitcoin options expiring. Now, bears are trying to get the price down to 21K to ease some of the pain, and the bulls need the price above 23K, as 40% of call options are above 23,000. Now that this expiry is happening, will the bulls turn bearish going into the rate hike next Wednesday after a 37% gain year to date? We will be tuning back in and checking the open interest to see what these traders are doing next.
You idiot! Get back in there at once and sell!
The gross domestic product numbers of Q4 2022 came back better than expected. We had 2.9% of growth, and this fueled an already ongoing bull market rally. The GDP is a great way to gauge the health of an economy, as 2 quarters of sequential negative GDP typically means the economy is going into a recession. But the GDP numbers came back higher, and the market continues to accelerate. However, the core GDP numbers are telling a different story. Consumption plus investment makes up 88% of real GDP, and that is only up 0.6%. Housing, durable goods consumption, and business equipment investment are about 20% of GDP, and that is in deep recessionary territory at negative 3.2%. If you look at just housing and durable goods, which is 14% of the GDP, it is negative 5.5%. Okay, who's doing the accounting here? Is it the 3 employees at Farmington Bank? The ones that hid $50 million for Sam Bankman-Fried? No. Actually, the accounting trick is very simple. Excluded from core GDP are 2 things: exports and government spending. We are exporting a lot of energy to Europe because of the crisis that is going on over there. And we are stealing this energy from the SPR, the Strategic Petroleum Reserve. We are draining it to keep the price of oil down, to keep the CPI cool and the markets propped up. Government spending to GDP is the most important part. It's at 37%. Now, government spending is, of course, just inflation. So we're propping up the markets with the SPR and inflation. Fundamentals don't matter. As long as the money printer is on, number go up. There is a lot of really weird crypto adoption updates. Like the California DMV is running a private testnet version of Tezos, and they are trying to digitize car titles and title transfers. Yes, car title NFTs. That sounds amazing, except if you get hacked and your wallet drained and you lose your car title to some scammer in some other country. But imagine what it would be like to be car shopping on OpenSea. I just hope that they have enough sense to make these NFTs something to do with monkey pictures. Still, imagine the amount of onboarding that would do if just regular, everyday working citizens had to go get digital wallets and learn about what NFTs are, and imagine what that would do for Wolfpack NFT adoption. Senator Wendy Rogers pushes for a bill to make Bitcoin legal tender in Arizona. She even posted pictures of all of the bills today that she is submitting. That'll be cool. I mean, Bitcoin as legal tender, kind of like El Salvador. I don't know if this is constitutional or not, but she even tweeted, "Centralized digital money controlled by the central bankers is slavery. Decentralization, Bitcoin is freedom." It looks like the normies are finally catching on.
You're messing with the wrong people.
Also, Senator Ted Cruz, who is a big advocate of cryptocurrency, is proposing a resolution that will allow U.S. Capital vending machines to accept crypto. Now, that does sound good, but your $2 Pepsi is going to turn into a $52 Pepsi after gas fees and probably a 5-minute wait. It makes me wonder if it's just a publicity stunt trying to get support of younger voters or what. Either way, this is a whole lot better than the FUD coming out of the SEC and people like Elizabeth Warren. However, a bullish cryptocurrency pivot by the government is unconfirmed until pro trader Nancy Pelosi buys in. Her trading record is impeccable. I mean, she recently sold $1.5 million of Alphabet stock 1 month before the DOJ launched an antitrust lawsuit against Google. Look, guys, it looks like there's a clear divide here. You know, I'm apolitical. I'm not on any side. I'm in the Wolfpack Liberation Party, okay? Like, I'm on team us. I'm on team crypto. It appears like the Republicans have a softer stance on crypto. You know, they're trying to make it legal tender, and they're really going to ride this into the 2024 election. I think it's going to be a defining issue in the 2024 election, which is going to be favorable for us. Now, the Biden administration is clearly anti-crypto. They just released a blog today detailing its roadmap to mitigate the risks of cryptocurrency. They're telling banks to stay away from it. They're talking about more enforcement. They're also pouring salt in the wound of the bankruptcy of FTX and Terra Luna and just painting it all in a negative light. Now, will the other party, the other side, the Republicans, will they actually come through, or are they just trying to win votes? I don't know. I really don't trust them, but I will say one thing: 2024 will have crypto as a leading issue in the elections at the same time as the halving. That should provide a lot of fireworks and pumpamentals. Hex on the daily chart has taken a nasty spill below 2 pennies, but now it is shrugging it off. It got a bounce on the S1 pivot. That's 1.7 cents right here. However, this still looks bearish, okay? This is a head and shoulders. The confirmation is right here. You can see we have a huge volume on the left shoulder, but nothing on the head. That's what a head and shoulder looks like. We have not taken out the previous high like Bitcoin has. The one good thing is we are not on bearish divergence. It is a believable pump, okay? So I am not FOMOing right now. I have a HODL position. I have a bunch of Bitcoin. I'm not going to add to Bitcoin. So if you're not adding to Bitcoin, don't worry about that crazy, insane move. I am looking to add to my altcoin positions. I'm looking to add to Doge. I want to do Polygon. I want to buy Hex and Shiba Inu, things like that. A lot of this stuff hasn't really moved much. It has not reciprocated what Bitcoin has done. I am not FOMOing. I'm waiting for the FOMC. I'm waiting for the rate hike and seeing if it does dump the market. If it does, I will be buying some. I will be increasing some exposure to alt. We will talk about it at the time. We'll talk about it next week when we get closer to the FOMC. I still kind of don't believe this Bitcoin pump. And I'm, like I said, why FOMO? I'm not buying any Bitcoin. I have a pile of Bitcoin in my HODL position that I'll never move, buy or sell. Okay. So, yeah, as far as Zen goes, you know, like I was looking at Zen a little bit, it is not looking very good. I mean, look at this, you know, we really haven't done anything here. It had a nice little pump. Nobody really cares about these NFTs that came out. And now currently we are dumping back down, and I'm assuming it's going to be making new and more lows. So anyways, guys, that's about it for today. I know the news is kind of slow. We should be having a live stream here in a couple of days. That will be fun. Let's try to pump up the channel, like, comment, and subscribe. All right. Join the Wolf Pack, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.